A disheveled girl shivers violently in a snowy alley. She digs through a trash can. Pulling out a discarded piece of bread, she collapses to the ground, desperately eating the scraps. Suddenly, a pair of pristine white heels steps into view. A well-dressed girl smirks down at her. The disheveled girl looks up in shock and rage. She lunges, grabbing the girl's coat, screaming at her with tears in her eyes. The well-dressed girl shoves her back to the ground, her expression cold and triumphant. She crouches, grabbing the fallen girl's hair, her face contorting with menace. She stands, laughing cruelly. The fallen girl sobs. Flashing back to her father in a prison cell, she crawls, grabbing the girl's leg, pleading, but the girl just shoves her away again. A man with a scar approaches smirking. The fallen girl scrambles backward in terror, flashing back to an assault. In utter despair, she slams her head against a tree and collapses, bleeding and unconscious. The rival and her accomplice watch, stunned. A luxury car screeches to a halt. Men in black suits rush out, followed by a handsome CEO. He sees the girl's body. His face twists in horror. He runs to her, cradling her in his arms, screaming in agony. He holds her tight, grief-stricken, coughing up blood. He kisses her forehead, making a silent vow. The girl suddenly gasps, waking up at a desk in a high school classroom. She looks around, utterly bewildered. A classmate announces the school beauty is treating everyone to lunch. The students cheer. The rival, now a smiling schoolgirl, walks toward her desk. She looks down at the girl with a condescending smirk, but the girl looks back, her eyes burning with cold fury, a promise of vengeance in her gaze. The girl in the school uniform glares at her rival, who is smirking confidently. The students cheer and leave the classroom, leaving the girl alone at her desk. She pulls out some cash, then her phone, and cancels a credit card. A flashback shows the rival's mother, a housekeeper, begging her daughter not to go to work. The daughter cries, pleading to stay in school, but the mother tries to drag her away. The girl in the uniform steps out of her mansion and intervenes. She offers to pay for the rival's school fees and hands her a supplementary credit card. The rival and her mother are overwhelmed with gratitude. Back in the present, the girl in the uniform smirks as she cancels the card. Later, in the cafeteria, the rival stands proudly, offering to buy lunch for everyone with the credit card. The girl in the uniform sits alone, eating a simple meal. Her classmates flock around the rival, praising her generosity. The rival tries to pay, but the cashier informs her the card has been suspended. The entire cafeteria falls silent, everyone staring at the rival in disbelief. The girl in the uniform looks up, a small, triumphant smile on her face. The rival glares at the cashier in disbelief, then storms over to the girl's table. Slamming her hands down, she accuses the girl of canceling her card, but the girl plays dumb, pretending she can't hear her. The rival explodes with rage, but the girl calmly takes a sip of her drink, and then speaks loudly, revealing to the entire cafeteria that the rival is her paid tutor, and that she's been paying her a fortune. The other students are shocked, their expressions turning from admiration to disgust. Boys who were fawning over the rival now mock her, offering to tutor the girl for a fraction of the price. The girl smirks, revealing her rival's true colors, humiliating her in front of everyone. As she stands to leave, the cashier stops the rival, demanding payment for the food. The rival freezes, utterly defeated, as the girl walks away, victorious. A boy carries the fainted rival through the school hall. He glares at the girl in the uniform, blaming her for his girlfriend's collapse. The girl ignores him and walks away. A flashback shows the boy trying to confess his feelings to her, but he overhears that she's the housekeeper's daughter and immediately changes his mind. He throws the flowers on the floor and pursues the rival instead. In the present, the boy's friends mock him for choosing the wrong girl. Realizing the girl in the uniform is the real heiress, the rival's friends start bad-mouthing the girl, but she calmly reveals a shocking secret that the rival has been lying about her identity. The rival, now conscious, denies everything. But it's too late. The truth is out. The boy confronts the girl in uniform, defending his girlfriend, but the girl calls him an idiot. He demands an apology, but she counters, demanding he pick up her books. He scoffs, but she reminds him of his family's precarious financial situation. The rival tries to de-escalate, but the girl in uniform stops her. The boy is cornered. The girl walks up to him and shoves him hard. He crashes into the wall. She then unleashes a furious flurry of strikes, beating him to the ground. The entire class watches in stunned silence. The rival is frozen in fear. The girl stands over the beaten boy, victorious. She then addresses the class, promising to reveal her true identity after school. A final, chilling promise hanging in the air. The rival sits in a luxury car waiting for the driver to open her door. But he doesn't move. The girl in uniform stands outside. A crowd of students gathered behind her. The rival tries to manipulate the situation, but the girl is unfazed. Her classmates mock her. Believing she's the housekeeper's daughter, the girl in uniform walks to the car, opens the door, and orders her rival to get out. The rival refuses, but the girl's voice is firm. She commands her to get out of her car and out of her house. The rival's friends rush to her defense, but the boy with the bandaged head threatens them. The girl grabs her rival's arm and yanks her out of the car. The rival falls to the ground, defeated as the girl looks down at her, who has dramatically fainted. The driver gets out to help, but the girl in uniform blocks his way. She pushes them aside and gets into the car. The rival sits up and locks the doors. The girl in uniform bangs on the window, but the rival ignores her. Her classmates mock her, but the rival starts to panic, pleading with the driver to leave. The driver hesitates, then starts the car, but the girl in uniform makes a phone call, threatening the driver's sons. He slams on the brakes. The car screeches to a halt. He gets out, opens the rival's door, and yanks her out. She falls to the ground, defeated. He apologizes to the girl in uniform, calling her Miss, and holds the door open for her. The students are stunned, realizing the truth. The girl in uniform gets into the car, a triumphant smile on her face. The rival faints again, and the boy with the bandaged head rushes to her side in the car. The driver apologizes profusely, begging for his job, but the girl is unmoved. She coldly points out his disloyalty. The car arrives at a grand mansion. The girl gets out, and a butler greets her. She instructs him to fire the driver. The driver is stunned and pleads for his job. The girl in uniform stands confidently, facing the fired driver. He scoffs at her authority, but the butler intervenes, confirming her power. The girl then turns her attention to the driver, giving him an ultimatum: repay the money her father lent him or face the consequences. The driver is stunned into silence. Suddenly, the rival's mother appears, furious. She defends her daughter's honor, claiming she's the one who improved the girl's grades, but the butler shuts her down. The mother continues her tirade. Present day, demanding a raise for her daughter. But the girl in uniform just smiles, and then, with a cold, final pronouncement, she fires the mother too. The rival's mother throws herself on the ground, wailing dramatically, but no one pays her any attention. Flashbacks show the rival's entitled behavior, treating the maids poorly, while the girl in uniform's kindness has been twisted and taken for granted. Back in the present, the butler orders the mother and driver to leave. The mother pleads with the driver for help, but he turns on her, blaming her and her daughter for getting him fired. He storms off, leaving her on the ground. She crawls to the girl in uniform, begging for forgiveness. The girl agrees not to fire her, but only for now. Inside the mansion, the girl sits with the butler. He's confused by her decision, but she explains that she's not done with the mother yet. She then asks him to buy some hidden cameras. She knows that without her money, the rival will be desperate, and she plans to be ready for whatever comes next. The rival and her mother are back in the mansion. The rival complains about her card being suspended, but her mother blames her for antagonizing the girl in uniform. The rival argues back, but her mother insists she should have known better. The rival, frustrated, declares that the tutoring money isn't enough. She and her mother start plotting, planning to get more money out of the girl. Later that night, the girl in uniform is in her room, watching a video on her tablet. It's a recording from a hidden camera, showing the rival and her mother scheming. The rival suggests getting rid of the girl in uniform and taking her place as the daughter of the house. The girl in uniform watches, a cold, determined look on her face, knowing exactly what they're planning. The girl in uniform watches the hidden camera footage. Her rival and mother are plotting to steal her jewelry and frame her for cheating on an upcoming exam. The girl smirks, ready for their plan. Later, she's on the phone with her father. He's worried about her grades, but she promises to get first place. He laughs, not believing her, but she's determined. She knows that in her past life, she was at the bottom of her class, but now, with the knowledge of her future, she's ready to take back everything that was stolen from her, starting with her academic success. The rival arrives at school in a taxi. Her friends immediately confront her, demanding the money she owes them. She lies, claiming her money was stolen, and blames the girl in uniform. Just then, a pink Lamborghini pulls up. The students are in awe. The boy with the mullet runs up to the car, thinking it belongs to the rival, but she looks confused. A girl in a black uniform steps out, and everyone is shocked to see it's the girl in uniform. She has transformed, confident, and powerful. The rival and her friends are speechless, realizing they've been played. The girl in uniform smirks, ready to take her rightful place at the top. A security guard approaches, telling them to move the car, but a boy eagerly offers to park it for her. The girl in uniform coolly replies that she can afford the fine, and walks away. Leaving everyone in awe, the rival glares at her, vowing to make her pay. The girl in uniform sits in her classroom. Two boys approach her, one of them begging to drive her Lamborghini. She casually tosses him the keys, and he's ecstatic. The rival and her friends watch from behind. Seething with jealousy, the rival complains that the car isn't even hers, but her friends are starting to doubt her. They challenge the girl in uniform to buy everyone milk tea, and she agrees, ordering the most expensive brand, the Prands of Ram. The rival is shocked, but the girl in uniform just smirks. Knowing she's won this round, a fleet of delivery drivers arrives, carrying bags of milk tea and cake. The students erupt in cheers, praising the girl in uniform. The rival can only watch, her lies unraveling as the girl in uniform enjoys her victory. The students enjoy the expensive treats, praising the girl in uniform. The rival watches, her jealousy growing. Two boys whisper about how beautiful the girl in uniform has become, one even admitting he finds her more attractive than the rival. The rival overhears them and storms off. She confronts the girl in uniform, demanding to know where she got the money. The girl in uniform calmly explains that the money is hers, But the rival doesn't believe her. Her friends join in, accusing the girl of stealing from the rival. The girl in uniform just smirks and turns the tables, revealing that it was the rival who stole from her. But the rival denies it. Trying to play the victim, the girl in uniform just smirks, and then the rival's friend's phone is snatched from her hand. The rival panics, but the friend starts to cry, claiming the girl in uniform broke her phone. The rival jumps in, demanding the girl in uniform pay for the phone, but the girl just laughs and reveals that she's already called the police. The rival is stunned. The girl in uniform smiles, victorious. The police arrive at the classroom, and the girl in uniform calmly explains that the rival has accused her of theft. The rival's friends back her up. But the rival, fearing her true identity will be exposed, tries to back down. She tells the police it was just a misunderstanding, but the girl in uniform insists on an investigation. The rival is trapped, and the boy with the mullet rushes to her side. The police, annoyed at the false alarm, leave. The boy with the mullet confronts the girl in uniform, but the rival stops him. Knowing she's lost, she then offers to tutor the girl, a pathetic attempt to regain control. But the girl in uniform just smirks and walks away, leaving the rival to face her humiliation alone.